I'm not sure about that, Rishi, but the man on my left is becoming extremely famous and well recognised across racecourses throughout Britain because he's Richard Farquhar, and his Walking the Courses charitable initiative is raising a huge amount of money for pancreatic cancer. You will have seen us wearing the wristbands. He's even got many clouds. The Grand National winner is his equine ambassador as he walks between each of the 60 racecourses in Great Britain. And Richard, you're about halfway through.
I am. I'm about halfway through in terms of the courses. I'm not quite halfway in terms of miles. I've done about 1,200, got about 1,800 to go.
And you're looking pretty fit, I must say, but you'd have to be, wouldn't you, to do all that?
Well, the legs are fit. I mean, there's not much wrong with the legs now. The rest of it's not quite so good, but it's had a very poor impact on my wardrobe. I look as if I've got the worst tailor in London now. All my clothes are hanging off me.
And how struck have you been by the support you've had from the racing community? It really has captured the imagination.
I've been absolutely staggered by the support I've had. It's been remarkable from all areas of racing, from owners, trainers, jockeys. I mean, really, it's extraordinary the support I've had. I think partly because I think racing understands what a wonderful charity racing welfare is and what incredible work it does for all the people behind the scenes who we don't really see very much of. And also, of course, pancreatic cancer, which has hit racing so tragically hard in the last year or so with Desi Hughes and John Hill succumbing. So I always felt that racing would buy into it, but I've been absolutely amazed by the extent to which people are supporting me.
We first met at Ayr at the Western meeting last year, so nearly a year on, and you said then, my target's to raise over £1 million, and I thought this is going to be nigh on impossible, but you're already up towards 200,000, and the fundraising's only scratching the surface.
Yeah, we're really making great progress. I mean, it's hard work. Part of the joy of a project like this is the fact it is 13 months. It's not just a marathon where it's done and dusted and over. 13 months gives you a lot of time to do things. But the flip side of that is it takes a lot to keep the kettle boiling for 13 months. And that's, I've been incredibly lucky to have my daughter Mincy working full time on this with me. And the work that she's done in social media and on Facebook and Twitter and our website has been absolutely imperative to the success of it.
So what does the next few days hold?
Oh, the next few days are going to be tough. I've got a couple of days off. I'm walking from Thirst to Catterick on Tuesday and Wednesday next week. And then I've got arguably the highlight of the entire trip. I'm walking from Catterick to Cartmel, about 70 miles, in the company of none other than Oliver, who you mentioned earlier, and Tanya Sherwood. Alan King's coming along, Luke Lillingston, Harriet Smiley, Simon Sherwood and half of his family. So
that's going to be a dull old trip, isn't it?
It's going to be brilliant. We've rented a house up in the North Yorkshire Moors. I suspect it won't be quiet. I suspect the nights probably won't be as early as they should be. I suspect there may be the odd pulled up in the form book at the end of it from various, but as I've said to everyone, the only person who's got to do every mile of that is me, and do every mile of it I will.
That's fantastic, and I hope you've enjoyed it as well as having raised all the money.
I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed it. It is a staggeringly beautiful country we live in, and to have the time and the opportunity to be able to walk around it from racecourse to racecourse, you know, from Perth to Musselburgh, or from Newton Abbot to Wincanton, or from Redcar to Ripon. You know, these are beautiful, beautiful island we live on, and you know, I feel absolutely so lucky to be doing it.
Richard, thank you very much indeed, and good luck for the rest of the walk.
Thanks, Nick, very much.
Richard Farquhar, Walking the Courses, raising a huge amount of money for two fantastic charities. Rishi.